What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from Sante Adairius Rustic Ales, aka Sarah, and they are out of Capitola, California, and this is their Chavez. So this is a robust porter that comes in at 6.8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, this can is just under 2 months old. I'm gonna give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Jesse, for this beer. So huge thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies he sent my way, and he sent me an entire box full of beers from his home state of California, and this was one of those beers. And I'm really excited because I've had a handful of beers from Sarah, and to me, they make some fantastic saisons, hop forward beers, but I've never had a darker beer from them. And I love robust porters. If you ask me, some of my favorite porters are American porters and robust porters, and I'm super stoked to give this one a go. 6.8%. I'm here for it, so I hope it is quite delicious. We're gonna pour it into the not hashtag proper glassware, but the Great Lakes glass, because one of my favorite porters of all time is Edmund Fitzgerald from Great Lakes. So I thought, why not pour this into there? Yeah, let's do it. So anyway, hopefully it doesn't spew or anything. All of the beers so far from him have been fine. The one beer had a pop out, like it was going to explode. It was fine. So I'm hoping this is also fine. So we're going to pour it into the glass here and go from there. Try to get a decent head on this. Something like that. All right, that's a good pour, in my opinion. That is a real good pour. How does this beer look? Fucking phenomenal in the glass, no doubt about it. That, my friends, is an awesome looking robust porter. All right, so pouring out was more of like a deep dark brown. In the glass, more of a pitch black. I can't really see through it, but if I hold this up to the bottom, will you be able to see any light through it? Not really. But you can see it gets a little bit towards the bottom, more of like a cola color, where as it goes up, it gets more darker. More dark, I should say. 2 fingers of this beautiful brown colored head, almost a mocha colored head. Some bigger bubbles mixing with smaller bubbles. It looks a little bit soap sudsy, but also slightly creamy. But yeah, it looks exactly how I think this beer should look if you're talking about a robust porter. I think it looks pretty fantastic, even with my stupid prints all everywhere, but it's hard to avoid. Anyway, let's get a nose. Oh, chocolate. Ooh, nice roasty, toasty baker's chocolate. You could even say like a 50 or 60% cacao bar. Medium roasted coffee. One thing I get with robust porters a lot of times is like a dry dark fruit. Like a slight like plum raisin thing. Could also say like a sweet dark cherry. And with American porters and robust porters, I always get a little more of a hop character. Like English porters, you don't really pick up on the hops all that much. But I feel like American porters and robust porters have enough of like this nice earthy, resinous, almost like, I want to say quite pine, but like floral kind of aspect to it. This is more earthy. Yeah, it's more earthy than anything, but it has this nice earthy kind of hop character. A little bit of like a caramel in there as well. Slight nuttiness. This is very complex, 6.8%. Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, it just smells really good. Hang on. Molasses. A little bit of molasses in there. Dude, making my mouth water. This smells spectacular. Out of my darker beer fridge at 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Hopefully it's perfect drinking temperature. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Jesse. Two thumbs up. Really nice. It's exactly what I want out of this style. So Jesse sent me a message. He's like, keep in mind, this is a robust porter. And everyone, I feel like when you see porter, you're just like, oh, it's porter. From American to English to robust to adjunct laden to vanilla to smoke, there's so many different porters, right? A robust porter is exactly that. It's a more robust take on a porter. And I've always found it to be a little bit more intense, a little bit more character as a whole. And again, much like an American porter, a little bit more bitterness as well. For 6.8%, medium body, nice, exactly what it should be. Maybe you could see maybe a little bit bigger just because it is a darker beer like this. You're just anticipating a slightly bigger mouthfeel, but I think medium is perfect. The mouthfeel, nice moderate carbonation, still somewhat smooth, a little touch of creaminess, but this does have a good carbonation level to it. It has a crispness to it, but it's not like overbearing. So I think the body and mouthfeel are exactly what this beer should be. The taste is more subtle and nuanced than the nose, but everything is there. So right up front, I get this nice roasty, toasty kind of malt character. It has that baker's chocolate. Like I said, you could say 50-60% cacao bar. It just has more of a bittering, like drying, like cocoa powder or like baker's chocolate, to me anyway. Medium roasted coffee for sure. That dark fruit I was talking about, you could say dried, like a dried fig, dried plum, dried raisin, dried date. You could really say any of that, but like it just has like a more of a deeper, darker kind of dried fruit. A little bit of that touch of that sweet dark cherry. Molasses and caramel are there. Undertones of both of those flavors. Midway through the palate, I get a slight nuttiness. And then on the finish, it's earthy and floral. The hop character is, I would say, maybe substantial for some folks. For me, I think it works right in line with what I kind of expect out of the style. It has this nice mild to moderate bitterness, more approaching moderate. It is also firmly dry. So this is a beautiful balance of all that malty goodness with that earthy and floral kind of hop character. It might even lean a little bit more bitter and dry, like 55-45 to the sweetness. That's kind of what I expect out of this style and the American style compared to the English style, which I feel is a little bit more malt driven, a little bit sweeter. I do like robust porters quite a bit. My favorite robust porter is probably Smutty Nose robust porter, but I don't know, because now drinking this is like really fucking good. It's from a brewery that knows what they're doing though. 6.8% outside of the body and the mouthfeel, indicating like a 6.5, 7% beer. There's no alcohol stringency on the palate. There's no warming in my chest. Hides it well for something that's almost 7%. Just a really well-made, robust porter. Like this is fucking, for the style, this is like a high 4 out of 5. Like this is like a 4.7, 4.8. Like stylistically speaking, this is pretty fucking good, in my opinion. This is real good. I'm going to go a bit lower, though, because as much as I like American robust porters, I never really lose my shit. Maybe I should, but just let it be known. Stylistically speaking, I think this is really good. And just as a porter as a whole, it's really good. And look at the glass lacing. I always do this now with my new camera, but the glass lacing is phenomenal. Just everywhere. It's beautiful. So anyway, what am I going to rate this beer? I'm going to give this a really nice score. I'm going to give Chavez, the robust porter from Sarah, aka Sante Adairius Rustic Ales, I'm going to give this a high 4.25 and go 4.35. Almost gets in the low 4.5. I just think this is a goddamn nice, good beer. It's tasty. It's delicious. I like it. Need to drink more of these. I'm stupid. At some point, I'm going to do that blind porter taste testing. At some point, we're going to get it off the ground. And when I do, maybe I can see if Jesse can send me this again and throw it in there as like a wild card. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we end up trying to get into that tournament. But this beer is really good. Price point availability, I don't know. Although I looked up like similar ABVs and shit on their website. It's California. A lot of the beers were $20 a 4-pack plus. So I'd imagine this is probably around $20 4-pack, give or take a couple bucks. Yeah, that's pricey. It is. I mean, I can get Emma Fitzgerald from Great Lakes, a 12-pack for like $10.99. So, you know, it is what it is, but it is California. Keep in mind, it is a smaller brewery. It is not a Great Lakes level beer. But if I was comparing it to, say, a Great Lakes or that Smutty Nose Robust Porter, I'm taking those over this just because of price point. Don't get me wrong. This is in the realm of those in terms of, I think, quality. It's just, that's price. That's pricey. It's pricey. But if you lived in Capitola or you live in California, you can get your hands on this, then I would definitely get it because I don't know. I doubt Great Lakes and, you know, Smutty Nose make it all the way out there. If you want, you know, good American porter, robust porter, you probably get Black Butte from Deschutes. That's another top tier American porter. So yeah, I don't know. But $20 a 4-pack is definitely steep. Let's just be honest. And then the availability, I don't know with Sarah. Whatever. Like Jesse, if you want to tell me if anybody outside of California, can you get your hands on Sante Adairius Rustic Ales? I'm not sure. I've never seen them here in the Buffalo, New York area, so I couldn't tell you. But I do know if I lived in California, like Jesse and a lot of other fellow beer tubers and viewers of the channel that have sent me stuff in the past, I would be drinking their Saisons, I'd be drinking their hop forward beer, I'd be drinking their beer in general because they are a great brewery. They make fantastic beer. And this is a prime example of a style which I didn't think they brewed, and then they brew it, and they brew an incredible it's incredibly good take on the style. Let's just say that. So I'm impressed. So anyway, if you've had this one before, please post in the comment section. Like I said, 6.8%. Really can't tell. I'm going to drink the rest of that. Enjoy every second. So huge thanks to Jesse for this beer. Thanks everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.